Camera's on. Okay, everybody. Hello. If you're new here, my name is Jessica, aka Jess, with Jess's Magical Memoirs, and welcome to my channel and welcome to the official Project F announcement video. So if you guys did not see my most recent vlog, I will go ahead and put that link in the description box down below for you guys so you can go and check it out. But in that video, I talked about Project F. I did a lot of resetting and just doing some things around the house and really started kind of venting a little bit about a lot of things that I was about to undertake. And I labeled it Project F. So a lot of you, I'm sure, are wondering, okay, can we just cut to the chase? What does Project F mean, Jess? Project F means Project Florida. I'm just gonna let that sink in for a minute. Project F is Project Florida, y'all. And I can't believe I am even saying this. Okay, this wasn't supposed to be this hard. Hold on. I don't think I fully said this out loud in this exact phrase. I am moving to Orlando, Florida with my husband and my 2 kids. Sorry, you guys. Lord. Okay. It's really hard to sit here and say with my 2 kids because I have 4. I don't know how many times I have sat down to practice recording this video. And I promised myself I wasn't going to get too emotional or cry because I didn't want you guys to get confused by this at all. But for the 4th time sitting here and recording this segment and crying again, I just think that it is what it is, and I'm not going to be able to get through this video without crying. So at this point, we're just going to leave it be. There is a lot of behind the scenes things that has brought the decision to where it is today. And I cannot, and honestly do not want to, delve into every little detail. Obviously, this is still my life. This is my family's life. And I want to keep as much private as possible. But I also do want to give you guys a little bit more context to maybe help you understand the complications of the scenario and the situation. Because even though that this is mine and my husband's dream, and it has been for so long, there are so many other working parts to this move that is going to make it not always happy. And I know that sounds awful, and something this great should be happy. It should be celebrated. And there are days where I'm really excited and I'm focused and I'm doing what I need to do to get the ball rolling and to get started with this journey. But then there are also days like today that I'm making this video where I'm just really in my feels, and communication and focus kind of goes to the wayside a little bit, because if I don't allow myself to feel the feelings of every part of this decision and this move, I will suppress. And if I suppress, I shut down. And if I shut down and I just go into total tunnel vision mode, I may lose the relationships deeply that I'm already sacrificing. And I'm trying not to do that. I want all of my loved ones to know that regardless of this decision and how it came to be the decision that it is, and all of the parts that go along with this decision, doesn't mean that I don't care or that I don't love any of you if you're watching this. So if you've been following me in this channel for a while, you guys know that I do have 4 children. And I'm married to my husband. We have been married for 9 years, together for basically 11 now. 2 of my kids are with other men. I have talked sort of about this on this channel lightly, but I think this is going to be the first time you guys actually know more context to this. So here it goes. My oldest is 18. He turned 18 in September. And his bio dad hasn't really been involved in his life. He's seen him periodically here and there, and he has talked to him over the years. But I have always had full custody. I have always been my oldest's caregiver, and my husband now basically helped me raise him. My oldest son's biological father never really had a say in any parts of my oldest's life, and he knew that, and he was okay with that. Then we have my daughter, my 14-year-old, my middle child, and this is where things get a lot more complicated. My 14-year-old daughter's father and I dated for quite a long time, and then when we got pregnant with her, we decided to get married and try and make things work, but unfortunately, they did not. My ex-husband dealt with a lot of issues mentally, emotionally, and he also had substance abuse issues. We left. I took my son and my daughter, moved back in with my parents, and told my ex, we're getting divorced. You need to get your life together and fix whatever this is and whatever's going on in order to see our daughter. And then fast forward to today, he's really trying to get better and improve his life. And he has always been present in our daughter's life. He sees her every other weekend, and he does pay child support, and he does communicate with her. Like, he knows he has open communication with her whenever he needs to. So that's always been there. But as far as like her day-to-day needs and doctor's appointments and things like that, he always hasn't been super steadfast when it came to any of that. I just took all that on. My husband has helped with a lot of that. So there's definitely a lot of other issues that kind of are sprinkled in throughout the last 11-year progressions of her life since I left her dad. So, things have been rocky. Last year, my husband had an opportunity with work to transfer to Florida. It's with the same company, and he would have been getting the same pay that he was getting then if we had moved. And we were also dealing with, some issues with our home financially that basically kind of prompted us to start looking into moving. At the time, my ex was open to considering my daughter staying with her aunt, and then the rest of us would go. Well, he ended up basically going back on his word. I did talk about this in a video last year. I will post the link to that video down below as well. I didn't delve into why we were no longer moving, but now I am, because I think the story needs the full context in order for it to come together and to make more sense. He basically ended up going back on his word, and I couldn't just up and leave without his agreement. I knew he wasn't ready to commit to her staying with him. So my husband turned down the opportunity, and we tried to stay and make it work. Then fast forward till now, basically a couple months ago now, we've had some even more issues financially with the house. And then my husband was offered this opportunity again, this time with a slight raise and a title promotion within the next 6 months to a year. When you hear that for a second time, you're just like, wow, like how do you not say yes to this? Like, this opportunity that my husband's been given, he's stressed, he's miserable at his current job. Anytime we're in Florida, we're happy. It just feels better. I don't know how to explain it. Everyone's always asking me to try and understand why it's different, and I don't know how to explain it other than it just feels better. It feels better for him, it feels better for me, and that means it feels better for us. So obviously when he got this opportunity again, he was like, Jessica, I have to take this. And, he has sacrificed so much, my husband, since we got married, for my older kids. He has done so much for us, and he's my best friend. And seeing him over the last couple of years kind of, I don't want to say deteriorate, because that's a really strong word, but just get sadder and sadder and quieter. It hurts my heart. because I know a part of it is because of me and my situation. And this has been the biggest struggle for me with this decision, is that, like, how do you choose? How do you ask somebody to choose their kids over their husband when all of the signs are pointing to go? And believe me, I have tried to look for ways to stay. I have. But when all the signs are pointing to go, and you're too old, your children are now telling you go. What's there left to do but go? Clearly, this is an uphill battle for me emotionally, personally. I have a lot more riding on this decision. There are days where it's eating me alive. But there is one thing I want to make very clear in this video, in this moment, right now. Ever since this started to become a possibility again, we started having conversations and making more choices and doing more research. I wake up every morning and I ask myself, knowing the situation and the feelings of everyone involved today, has your decision changed? Do you still want to go? And my answer is still yes. I know that what I'm doing and what I'm choosing is crazy and complicated. And it's so hard for me to sit here and say that I'm going to allow my daughter to live with her biological dad, who hasn't always been consistently safe and present. But when he's showing signs of progress and my daughter is saying she's okay staying with him, what else do I have to go by? At that point, I just have to have faith. And that's what I'm doing. The good thing about her staying is she has my sister, she has my mom, she has my dad, and she has her biological father's parents as well. They have all been a steadfast support system for her and my other kids too, since the beginning. And I have to take trust in that she's going to continue to have that, gosh forbid anything were to arise, or just to help out. And she wants that right now. That means it's time for me to make the sacrifice instead of my husband. The other part of this too is I have 2 other kids that are with my husband. Yes, all 6 of us is my family, but my son is 18. My daughter is now 14 and a half, and they're at the ages now where they can start making more sound decisions for themselves. And my twins with my husband are only 8. The way that my situation is, as complicated as it is, I have to look at this in different units. As much as I hate this, there's my husband and myself and the twins. And then there is myself and my big kids. Then there is the 6 of us, my husband, myself, the big kids, and the twins. Then there's my husband and the big kids. Like, that's kind of how I compartmentalize all of this, is like looking at it in units, one big unit, and then taking it into subunits and making my decision from there. And given the job stresses and the issues that I've had here and our financial and housing situation here right now, along with other things too that I'm not going to dive into, it just makes the most sense to go. Even the big kids have said this to me, and it definitely hurts my heart for sure. And that's why I have struggled so much with this, because I know a lot of people are going to look at me and look at the situation and be like, how dare you put yourself and your husband before your kids? But it's so much bigger than that. And I wish I could explain it, but I can't. I could over-explain until I'm blue in the face, but I just can't. So, with all of that being said, we are moving to Orlando, Florida. I can't even fathom it. We are in the very beginning trenches of this entire journey. As I've said, we own a house, so we do need to prep the house to get it staged for photos and tours and get it up on the market to sell. We are going to be moving the first week of July, or like that very last weekend of June. So that is our timeline right now. Fingers crossed that it all comes together. We are staying until the kids finish school, and then life as we know it will never be the same. The crazy thing is that we have been talking about this for years, and diving even deeper, even when I was younger, I considered moving to Florida. So it's not like this is coming out of nowhere. This has been a big dream for a very long time. My husband, even too, he saw himself living in somewhere warmer, specifically possibly Florida, before him and I ever even met. So for both of us, this has been what we have wanted before and after we got together. I'm hoping, even with all the bumps and the roadblocks and the emotional ups and downs, that in the end, it's going to be successful and happy, because that's the ultimate goal. So this is the very beginning of the Project F series. Is going to be many, many vlogs, just so many videos about prepping and cleaning out the house and packing and like anything in between. We actually have a trip scheduled for the beginning of May to go down and look for apartments. So I'll be vlogging that entire trip. We do plan on renting for the first year or two, just to help build our financial status and also rebuild our credit a little bit. And then hopefully within 2 to 3 years, we'll be able to buy another house. Fingers crossed. Hopefully the market's a little bit better then. We shall see with the state of the country right now. Who knows? That is our current goal, and I am just ready to take it all on and take you guys on this journey with us. And it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. I do plan on continuing to do some planning here and there, but you guys are mostly going to see vlogs going forward. I hope you're okay with that. I think I said this in the beginning of the year when we talked about like resetting and my whole planner lineup and things like that, that this year was going to be a lot more focus on vlogs and just lifestyle content and hobbies and things like that. So I do plan on continuing to incorporate all of that. It's just the planning just might be incorporated in a different way. We shall see. Like, buckle up, get ready, because the next April, May, June, 3.5 months is going to be a crazy ride. I have a spring break quick trip with my daughter and her friend in April. And then May, my husband and I are going to Florida off property, mind you. So it's weird. It's weird. And then we're going to be moving. And then immediately after we move, we have our big Universal trip with the kids. I'm still trying to figure out all the kinks as far as flights and like the dog. Like it's like a whole complicated thing. So that is all to come. And then after that Universal trip, Dan's going to start his job and we're going to start living our life in Florida. And it's going to be crazy. And I really hope that you guys will join us along for the ride. If this is your first time watching and you're new here, I would love it if you subscribed and became a part of this crazy, chaotic, cozy channel of mine. And don't forget the bell notification too, so that way you guys get notified the next time I post another video to the series, and lots more videos for the series to come with some extras sprinkled in here and there. And that's it. That's the announcement. Me, Dan, and the twins are moving to Orlando, Florida. We haven't landed on a specific town yet. We are looking at a few in particular, but those are all things that I am going to keep private. Obviously, I need to keep some things for privacy reasons. However, I will take you guys along on our tour of the apartments and townhomes and whatever it is we look at, but you guys will not see that final choice until much, much later in the series when we finally have made the move. So that is the big announcement. It's finally happening this year, and that's it. This is it. This is the announcement. This makes it official. I feel like making this video and posting it to YouTube makes this move official, y'all. That's so crazy. It's just so crazy to be following this dream that I've had for so long and that my husband has had. And I can just close my eyes and see the success being there. It's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard feeling like I'm saying goodbye to a whole part of me. Big positive changes are not always meant to be easy. They don't always flow and they're not always good the whole time. They're scary and they're uncomfortable and they make you question a lot. Those changes make you question a lot, but that also means that the return could be so huge. And that's what this is. I've been through enough crap in my life to know that I am strong enough to deal with this, and I'm going to get through it, and we're going to be better for it in the end. I'm really, really hopeful that this is going to take my YouTube and social media and travel agency career to newer heights. If you guys didn't know, I am a travel agent specializing in Disney and Universal vacations. All the links are down below in the description box if you want to go check out my Facebook page or my travel Instagram account. And if you are interested in booking a trip with me, there is a link down below as well for you to fill out a contact form so we can get started building your magical dream vacation. As soon as you're ready and able to do so, I would love to do that for you. It's 100% free for you guys to use me as your agent. So please take advantage of it. It really helps me and my family. And I love doing it. Like, I love planning these trips, and I would love to help you plan yours as well. So hopefully, you know, in the future, when we're finally down there, being able to showcase and show you guys more and take advantage of my agency's specials that happen in Florida, it's just going to open up so many more doors, not only for me and my career and my family, but also for you guys and my clients and future clients. So yeah. All right, you guys, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you're excited for us. Let me know if you understand my feelings. Let me know that you're excited, but be kind. Please be kind in the comments. Generosity and kindness goes so far, and you guys have been there for me, and you've been a huge support system on this channel for me. And I know I'm just a small little channel, but I keep going because I love it and because I love you guys. And I'm so thankful and grateful for all of you being here. Thank you for continuing to be on this ride with me. And if you're new here, thank you for joining this ride with me. And I love y'all. Oh my God. We're moving to Disney. We're moving to Orlando, Florida. Oh, this is going to be a crazy ride. All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Happy planning and stay magical. Bye.